Welcome everyone to another Raid Shadow Legends video. I'm DM recording from Down Under. In this video, I'm going to be pulling some shards. I'm going to start with Rage's account. If you watched the previous video, we had no luck. So we feel like there's some random luck, even though there's not many shards there. He's not going for the fusion. So just a free chance to get maybe a good legendary for it. After that, I'll be pulling some shards on my account to complete the champion chase. I'm not sure how far I'm going to go into it, but we'll see what the luck brings. So we're just going to jump in. At the moment, we have chance of Basim. Yeah, Basim. On the Ancients and Sacreds, and Bayek on the Voids. Now, Bayek is who I would like on my account, so I'm hoping that I don't ruin it and get it on this account and not mine. But I hope I get him something. Alright. No dice there. What do we got? We got the 10 voids. Let's go in. Let's get them done. Not going to do the primals. Always save them for the mythical chance. Got to be something in here, right? Poor old Ragey. He's had absolutely no luck. That is 10 rares. 2x chance. He had 10 for it. 16% chance each time. You would expect one epic out of that, and none. Not a good start to the video. Here we go. Let's get a Basim. Oh, here we go. Ha! There he is. Ah, that's good. It's always good getting those time limited gems. So there's something. A little bit of joy to the world. Can we get a second one? I feel like he deserves it. Nothing decent popping out yet. Definitely nothing decent. Regard got me through Faction Wars originally. Long power crept for it, but at least can be a decent one early on. But still, we got Basim. That's all we're pulling for it. I mean, we got something in a limited amount of shards, so we can't complain. I will just look him up in the index. No, I won't, because I have no idea where he is. It is one of those nights. I'm recording late at night. It's been a big day. There was a recent... Whatever. Let's search. It probably went to reserve. There he is. Here we go. Basim. What's he do? We've got the weaken. If he's under a veil or perfect veil, it's 100%. So 50% chance to do weaken on A1. 100% if under veil. 50% a chance of debuff spread, and goes up to 100% again on veil. Books only give extra damage. So for him, unless you're really going out damage build for him, not useful on the A1. A2 will ignore 15% of each target's defense, so you can do a bit of damage with that. We'll do 30% if he's under Veil or Perfect Veil. Now, the Assassins have weird ways of getting Veil. It's not like the Turtles where they easily provided everything. I think it's Edward you need to have a solid chance of getting it. So often you got to pair these guys either with a Relic or with a different champion. 75% goes up to 100% chance of block active skills for 2 turns. This debuff will ignore block debuffs, which is quite useful if under Veil or Perfect Veil. Again, his kit really needs the Veil or Perfect Veil. If you're not under it, you're missing out on heaps. Attacks one enemy 2 times, deals 5% more damage for each buff and debuff on this champion, and 5% more damage for each buff and debuff on the target, up to 100%. Places a perfect Veil buff on this champion for 3 turns and grants an extra turn. So it is for 3 turns there. So he's decent by himself compared to some of the others that are not so good at getting it. But does get the extra turn with it. So that's good. And that's on a 4-turn cooldown. So honestly, he should more often than not have the perfect Veil, as long as it doesn't get stripped or something like that. Whenever an enemy HP drops below 25% after receiving damage from any assassin, so this is the one where they're all teaming up, they receive additional bonus damage proportional to this champion's attack. Damage will ignore 100% of the target's defense, so you don't really need to be building in Merciless or things like that for this bonus damage. It's quite interesting. They can do a lot of damage, but it's not as strong as the turtles. And whenever his attack steals one random buff from the attacker, ignores polymorph, which is quite good. Ignores 25% of target's res when using skills. So all skills if under Veil or Perfect Veil. So you can build him with less accuracy. So you can go a bit more damage build for him. Still, I think a bit stat intensive to get him everywhere. But he's decent. He's not bad. Just not also the top tier. All right, well, we've pulled all the shards on this account, so I'm going to stop the recording now. I'm going to go over to my account and we'll go from there. All right, everyone, we are back this time on my account. I'm going to jump in and do a promo code. Gift from 2GT. Perfect. If you haven't got it, make sure you grab that code. It's always good just to get a couple of free stuff. I'll collect them now because my inbox is very full and it will disappear otherwise. So we are looking at the loading screen. Champion Chase Tournament. I already have a couple of points just from random stuff that I've done. I've been doing the fusion as well, so you can fuse the rares into the epics, and then when you're done with that, you can fuse it into the legendary in order to get a couple of extra points for it. Now, obviously, if you haven't done the anniversary path to get the epic, you need to do this in order to get the legendary. So it depends on where you're up to as to how viable that is for you. But if you can, it's free points. Even if you're not doing the event, you might as well get the free stuff for it. So on this side, I'm going to be looking at these voids. We've got Bayek, sorry. It's very late at night, guys. Bayek over here has the leech, decrease accuracy, res, and provoke. Increase accuracy. Also places perfect veil buff on all allies except this champion. Interesting. Does grant an extra turn. Has the assassin's passive, but this is the one that you want. The champion and their allies cannot receive critical hits from enemies whose accuracy is equal to or lower than their own accuracy. Very, very useful in arena to stop getting critical hits, which is a huge, huge thing. You think about how many people one-shot you because they've got so much crit damage. Well, no critical hit, no crit damage. So we are at 55 for it. We've got plenty of room because of champion training. I'm just going to jump in and really hope for Bayek. I really need that luck to change. I have no luck with voids at all. Skytouch Shaman is an interesting champion. Got me through some early game stuff. Painkeeper I'm still using at the moment. And I don't know if I've got Ostrox. Interesting. Points wise, that's okay. Really, I'm just here for the chance of Bayek though. Be interesting if I got a couple of the rare copies as well. But from what I've seen, most people haven't really been pulling the Argonite Void rare. That is what, 10 rares. That is not good. Not what we're looking for at all. Sylvain was the previous fusion, I think. Rare. Are we in another 10? Ah, my luck. My luck, guys. Need to find myself a big Kraken sponsor to actually get somewhere with some of these pools. Oh, White Dried Nia can be useful. Light Swan. I haven't really used at all. Interesting looking champ. I like the helmet. What's he got? Decreased target. Doesn't look like he's gonna do much. Alright, game. Just one little bit of luck. Oh, another copy of Seer. Took me forever to get my first copy. I haven't actually built it yet, but since I got it, I have had a couple pop up. Okay. Skull Crown as well. We're at the end of our voids. Let's go 5 individual. This is the chance, the moment for this game to really wow me. It's been so long since I pulled something I've actually been targeting. Diana. She got decreased defense. She's got the weird ally attack. Buffs. Ignore shield strengthen. Yeah. It's okay. Go on game. 1 legendary. Don't really know why. Must be an old one. Decrease defense, decrease attack, weaken. Useful, I'm sure, back when the game first came out, but I feel like that's pretty power crept these days. Now we're in Rare Land. I like Tree Shield Knot. He's got a cool visual for him. Decrease attack, increase defense, and heal. Revives 2 random allies. You know, probably as Sylvan Watchers are heavy on revivers and healers and things like that, so it's good for where he's at, but sadness. We have no voids. No void legendaries. Alright, well, let's see what we're up to. Is it worth doing anything else with it? 7,500. It's gonna be loading forever. We're only just over. Mythic Book is good, but I don't know if it's 1,500 points good. Every epic. 250. 5. 6. Look, let's, for the video's sake, let's pull a couple of remnants. I want to go this way. I've got them banking up because we've been doing Grim Forests. I did see someone pull a Gallic. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, wow. Maybe I don't want to pull any more remnants. Oh, okay. That changed quickly. I don't know what to say, guys. I'll go back and have a look at him in a second. From all accounts, that mythical hits like a truck. So, I mean, I can pull 2 more just to get over the line. I'm not going to have that luck again, but wow. Oh. Broodlord and a... You know, even after you get it, you get that little greedy little hope, like, oh, maybe I could have another 2 mythicals. And a Deathless, neither of which are worth talking about, but that should get me over the line for it. That is a unique video. Luck has changed. How do I feel? I'm still sad because I really want Bayek because he's limited time. If he wasn't limited time, I wouldn't be sad in any way, shape, or form. I want him because he's useful as well, but yeah. All right. Whew, I'm in a bit of shock. Where will I find Old Mate? He'll be at the bottom of my list of people I'm working on right here. All right, we have got Arnie the White, who to me is Conan. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's Conan, it's everything you love. Very, very cool. Let's have a look at his different form. And now he's a polar bear that's going to kill you. They've got those epics, the epic bears that just seem to do nothing, that look really cool, but kind of remind me of, what's the polar bear one? His Dark Materials, I want to say. But yeah, wow. All right, so let's have a look at these skills and see what Arnie the White actually does. His Barbarian, Mythical Attack, Magic Affinity on an A1. Places an extra hit if the target is under a Death Brand debuff. I'm going to assume we're going to be applying that. Decreases the target's HP and defense by 10%, up to 30%. Does not work against bosses, so PvP based for that. It's weird that there's no alternate version. A lot of the champions these days have, if it doesn't work against a boss, it does something else. So that's interesting. Attacks one enemy before attacking, places a block passive skills. Debuff for 1 turn. Will ignore 50% of the target's defense, as well as block damage and unkillable buffs. Now, block damage and unkillable are two of the biggest pains in Arena. If you have someone like Theodosia, Noelle, Hilvi, all those kind of people, they're all placing those things and really dragging those fights out. So this is going to be quite big on killing people in PvP. If the initial target is killed, we'll repeat the attack against all enemies and ignore 25% of each target's defense. We'll also decrease the cooldown of the Arctic Howl. That's that one. Skill by 2 turns if the initial target is killed while under a Death Brand. Okay, so I'm guessing it wants you to A3, then A2. Alright, places a 50% increase attack, increase accuracy on all allies for 3 turns. It's going to be on a 4-turn cooldown. Places a Death Brand debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Now, it won't let me bring that up in here, but that's okay. But yeah, so essentially you use A3, grants an extra turn, switches over to this, then you'll be able to kill someone. And if you kill someone, then that skill goes on cooldown. And then if there's still someone alive, because it does apply to everyone, then you can A1 around as well to finish off people. So interesting. Passive. Enemies under a Death Brand debuff receive 20% more damage and inflict 20% less damage. If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, only one will activate. This skill will not activate on duplicate copies of this champion if this particular champion is dead. Okay, weird wording. Champion is immune to freeze, stun, and provoke. It's also interesting, not fear, which is Fabian, you know, and even Empress, that kind of stuff. Lots of fears going out in the arena at the moment, so it's interesting. Not there, but still. Freeze against the Noelle St. Nick and the Tormund Hilvi ones. When this champion is killed, revives them with 50% HP, 100% turn meter. That's a Wukong on steroids, and places a block damage buff on them for 1 turn. God, this guy looks good. This guy looks insane. I can't believe I'm so tired at this point that my brain's not comprehending here. All right. Form 1, obviously amazing in the arena. My understanding is the multipliers are quite strong. Form 2, attacks 1 enemy 2 times, places a stun debuff. If the champion's max HP is equal to or higher than the target's, this debuff cannot be resisted. Okay. So Form 2 is a HP form. Form 1 is an attack form. Okay. Places a provoke debuff on all enemies. If the target is a boss, place provoke debuff for 2 turns instead. Okay. Champion's max HP. Provoking a boss is not very common. If this champion's max HP is equal to or higher than the target's, these debuffs cannot be resisted. That's obviously not going to work on bosses. Places a 25% strengthen buff on all allies for 2 turns. Then places a counterattack buff on this champion. So it provokes and counterattacks. That synergizes. So that works well. Attacks all enemies before attacking, places a 60% decreased defense on all enemies for 2 turns. If this champion's max HP is equal to or higher, cannot be resisted. Attack deals single target damage to each target individually rather than AoE damage. Will ignore 30% of each target's defense. Places an extra hit on bosses and enemies under stun or provoke debuffs. If target is a boss or is under stun or provoke debuffs, will ignore 50% defense. Okay. Every time a champion is killed, increases this champion's HP and defense to 100%. Immune still. Whenever they attempt to place, instantly activates a Glacial Rupture, which is this one. Okay. So I feel like Form 2 is a bit more PvE related, where you can, like, say a Leonardo, where you're going to provoke them and counterattack so that they just hit you and you hit them back constantly. You've got the decreased defense here to make them easier to kill. And yeah, high HP for it. Very interesting, very cool champion. What are the reviews like? Amazing, amazing, amazing everywhere. Wow. Don't have a soul for him. He's going to be sitting side by side with Nell in the cannot get a soul form. Obviously, yeah, building him for arena would be really cool. But I feel like, yeah, just everywhere. That's crazy. I'm not going to harp on anymore. It's been a long enough video for it. But wow, that's blown my mind. So we got through on this champion chase. We've got our, look, we might be able to squeeze in up there later on. I'll probably pull individual voids if they drop from like clan boss or something like that. Where are we? Haven't really been diligent. I've been busy with the family. Demon, it's got 10 minutes, so I'll do it later. I'm not going to hold this video up for another 10 minutes just for the sake of a chance of a void. But yeah, essentially I'll keep working on that. The fusion, I have 2 more to grab, which at the moment, I don't think there's anything. Oh, I've got Classic Arena, and maybe I'll have to wait for that last event. Another gear enhancement event. I'll just do that. 21 hours versus yeah, so there's time for that. Or I've got am I missing one? Oh, was it down here? Events, champion training. Yeah, I'm about to hit these 2 anyway, so I'll have an extra spare one just because I'm doing the champion training anyway. I'm going to get the classic arena anyway. I'll probably actually skip that gear enhancement now that I think about it and have just one of them sit there. I don't really know how I'm going to build the Argonite. I won't have the spare epic. The rare could possibly be useful. I'm not too sure. We'll see. I haven't pulled anything from them, but I'm very keen on the fusion. Mainly because of this magma shield to go along my Wixwell Titus teams, which, if I have a look over here, not as big as some of the other CCs of that you'll have, but you'll see 1.67. It fluctuates. I get up to 2 billion is my good amount, and you can see I'm still using Painkeeper, the rare. I'll be replacing Painkeeper with Pelops once he's built in order to get the magma shield, and I think that'll take me up to the cap of 2.14 for it. But yeah, we'll see. This has been a good video. It's definitely a changed note, but wherever you're out there, Bayek, I want you, and I hope there's a guaranteed event somewhere, not just that crappy champion chase training, whatever it was before. But thanks for watching. Leave me a comment. Have a good night.